Hi, I'm Paul Jenkins. I'm a theatre director based in Cardiff in the UK, and I'm one of the judges on the panel for the Microdance Festival 2021 edition. It was really fun to be part of the jury. I can't say that my main discipline is in theatre and physical theatre, so it's really refreshing to be invited into a medium that for me is a bit more of a safari, is a bit more of an adventure, and in terms of the range and the quality. And the inventiveness, the originality of the entries that we had for the Microdance Festival. It was such a joy just to meet all these artists who are using their creativity and using the constraints of the pandemic to create totally new and original and exciting work. I would describe the performances as very personal, very intimate, very unique to the individual creative artist. I think the fantastic thing about the Microdance Festival is this is an invitation to anybody to express themselves through their body, through their being. Perhaps in a context that isn't a normal context, so perhaps it's not a theatre or a professional context. And we saw so many applications from people dancing in the street, in the middle of the night, in their own homes, in totally different places where all of a sudden we see that art is an expression of self. And when it's an expression of self in public and in public places, then this is just inspiring.
And let's get started. Please enjoy our performance.
I think it's really interesting in terms of the border between dance and theatre in something like the Microdance Festival, because this really is an invitation to kind of step beyond the limitations of any particular genre. So we saw lots of applications from things that could easily be described as performance or theatre or physical theatre or dance theatre, and it wasn't. I think we didn't want to categorise them. I think as much as possible this is an invitation to step outside of the limitations that we sometimes put upon ourselves and that have definitely been put upon us due to the pandemic. I think it's interesting in terms of the wide, the geographical locations of the applications that we had. The quality was consistently high. And interestingly, I think there was maybe, it did feel as if there was an identity to some of the East European and Bulgarian performances. But within that identity, I don't know, there are individual personalities and individual colours and textures within that identity. So it almost, there was a kind of an extended East European family, an extended Bulgarian family. But like any family, there are distinct and individual personalities amongst all of them. And then in terms of the other applications that we had and the final few that we selected, the dozen that we selected, from Japan, from the Near East, from the Far East, from the UK, from mainland Europe, again, these were all members of the same family, but such a diverse and incredible family. So it was very nice to get to know them. In terms of what we could improve for next year's festival, I think the first thing I've got to say is that this year's festival was a massive step forward from the previous year's festival, certainly in terms of the quality and the ingenuity and the diversity of the dance and the performance and the forms that we were working with. Personally, I think there's something quite interesting in terms of this limitation that we create. This year's festival, I think we invited a 3-minute audition. We invited a 3-minute taster of the work, and then the performances were up to 15 minutes. I wonder if, from an audience's perspective, from a public perspective, there's something really exciting about absolutely creating a 3-minute or a 5-minute microdance. So maybe next year's Microdance Festival will be a micro dance festival, and we really see what people can make within a very, very tiny little frame. Because of course, in terms of the location, in terms of what people do within that time frame, maybe we'll see an expanse within that limitation of time. Who knows? I'd like to try it, see what happens.